Welcome to KGXT, Gen X Talks Podcast, live from Central California.
Making plans with the boys. I'm gonna hit the town. Yeah, I'm gonna make some noise. I'll push past the pain and my wounded pride. I'm gonna live it up. Yeah, stay out all night. But sure, I've had some better times. And I can't count all the tears I cried. And maybe down my last time. Yeah, but the blues took me just fine.
Need to get done. Kick this
All
pig.
right, I'm going. Look, I could
Gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go.
We're going. It would be easier if every 30 seconds I wasn't adjusting your camera because you change how you're sitting.
I'm sorry. I fidget.
Just
I got
sit
it.
still.
I can't.
Just find a spot and pick it.
You're lucky
But
I sit for an hour or hour and a half.
I got that, but what I'm saying is that when we're getting ready for the program, can you just pick a
Stop
spot?
bitching. Would
I'm
you
trying to do my fucking...
start the podcast?
The podcast started 2 minutes ago.
Would you do that? Start it.
Welcome to the Gen X Talks podcast, broadcasting from the Loop Studios in Mendon, Nevada. We're happy that you all have joined us this morning with your cup of coffee and the sun gently breezing in through the outside to the inside. This is a warm and fuzzy program. KGXTradio.com presents the Gen X Talks podcast live in studio with Gen X Mom.
Okay, we got a little problem with sound.
Okay, what's our problem with sound?
Danny's reporting that it sounds very tinny. And then the cellar dweller says the Queen's mic is not 5x5.
Hang on.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. All right, let's see here.
Ay.
How about there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are you good? Can you talk?
I'm talking.
It says everything's where it's supposed to be.
Sounds like we're in a can. We'll have to wait a minute. Just double check.
Now, see, this is where I start chasing around a problem, and I don't know if there is one.
Laptop mics being used instead of the usuals.
Well, we don't even have a laptop, so there, unless your laptop's open, but
There's
you're not
no
recording.
change.
Okay, listening. See, you moved again. I got to adjust your camera
haven't.
again. Oh, my God.
I'm moving my head.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It sounds good on my end. Now, listen, what I'm hearing in here. Now, okay, let me just do this. I'm going to stop you guys. Okay, now I started it again. I reset the butt. Now, what looks on the pod track, I'm recording on the pod track, your channel, my channel. It sounds
What about
clear.
me? What do I
Sounds
sound like?
great. You sound great. In here, headphones, put your headphone in. You can hear it too. It's perfect.
Okay.
So we are recording great. Now, the video looks good, so I can overlay this audio. I have no idea why, as it's going out on the butt, that there's a problem.
All right. Well, let's just go with it then.
I can't tell you that. I will look down and make sure everything else is turned off, just to make sure there's no other audio inputs going. That's it. That's the only other audio there is. There's no other audio inputs on here.
Okay.
Other than, where we're at. And it sounds crystal clear on my end. Is it still canny on their end? I did restart it. Did that change anything?
They're saying I'm the one that has the problem. So they say the general sounds good. I sound like I'm in a tin can.
Let's switch your channel and see if that helps.
Stand by, people.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
You are now on channel 4.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? Does it change? Did it change anything at all?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I'm just letting you know that it's on my end. This is crystal clear.
Okay.
Everything is good. I just can't hear what you guys are hearing on the butt.
I'm not hearing anything in my headphones either.
No, that means that this is all working and recording correctly. Everything is going out. Now, I just don't know how it's broadcasting out. If there's a problem, I can't tell.
Okay.
And it's weird that it's just me. I mean, that it's just you, that you have a problem.
Rude. Okay, so to make me feel better, can you just start the podcast over again?
To make you feel better.
Yeah, it makes me get in the mood so I can pick on you, so I can just get on you, whatever.
Well, it bothers me that this isn't good. It bothers me that there's a problem. It bothers me that we're not clear. Let me just check the settings again real quick here. Doom, doom. I can cut all this stuff out when we actually release it for everybody. Okay, mainstream there. Genius Radio is good, and audio is. Let's see here. Hold on.
We found something.
We may have. Hang on. I'm going to shut off your audio for a second, guys. Be right back. Hang on. Under settings, audio. It should say that. I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. Okay. Now we're back. I made one setting. I don't know why why the butt would change a setting. Gen X Mom, can everybody hear you?
I don't know. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Does she sound better?
Do I sound better?
I did make one change. I don't know why. I don't know if it'll help or not.
Well, I'm waiting to hear. Remember, it's a little delayed.
It's a little bit delayed. Sorry there.
A little delayed.
Oh, is anything better?
Oh, everybody's good. We are better.
That was weird. There was just one small setting in the butt, but I never change the settings in the butt, ever. I just don't, because it's right where it's supposed to be.
God, never change the settings in a butt.
Never
ever.
change the settings in a butt.
Don't do that. That's a little dangerous.
So, do you want to start over?
Yes, please.
Should I do my mundane hello?
No.
Welcome
be exciting,
to
or else I'm going to be like that. You know what?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I did.
I'm glad. You know what? With headphones on, your hair looks better.
That's not even funny. All right. Welcome to the Gen X Talks podcast. It is 6 minutes.
Start over.
Welcome to...
Wow, we can't even get off the ground here.
Welcome to the Gen X Talk. I'm trying. This is not an easy day. Welcome to the Gen X Talks podcast. It is a few minutes after 10 o'clock Los Angeles time, broadcasting on KGXTradio.com live from the Loop Studios in Minden, Nevada. It is Gen X Mom sitting across the studio from me. She is my current wife. Therefore, she retains that chair.
Your last wife
is not retaining that chair, is she? She didn't do so well, did she? She's out of the chair. So you want to remain in that chair? You keep up your wifely duties and we'll be okay.
Wow.
There you go. Putting it all out there.
Wow. Okay. You better tell everybody.
Yeah. What?
Where you were, what you've been up to.
Okay, so
this week started off crazy.
Officially, I lied. Officially, I told a big fat fib.
Well, yeah, you did. And nobody believed you, just so you know.
Everybody believed me.
They did not.
Everybody believed me.
No.
I told everybody I was taking 3 days off. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Those are kind of our days off with Gen X Talks where
They're supposed to be.
We don't have anything scheduled. We don't have a show scheduled.
Right.
So I told everybody, I'm sick of Gen X Talks. I'm burned out on Gen X Talks. I'm taking 3 days off. Everybody said, good for you. That's great. You deserve time off. You should everything will still be waiting here when you get back. Good for you. I mean, I barely texted anybody for 3 days.
You did. That I agree with.
I didn't pick up the phone. And the reason why, just so you guys know, I wanted to try to be undistracted because I told you guys, I mentioned this a few, like in the last 3 podcasts, that something was really blocking me mentally. And you guys know what that's like when you get something in your head, a chore that you want to do, or something in your life, you're like, I got to get to that. I got to get to that. It's almost like everything else, you're stumbling across everything else you're doing because there's something in your way. Now, I know that sounds dumb when I tell you it's Gen X Talks website stuff. And you're like, oh, I thought you were repairing your roof. I thought you were fixing your car. I thought maybe you had a leaky pipe under the house.
Leaky pipe.
Not a leaky pipe. This thing with the interviews had really gotten away from me. And I'm close to getting it wrangled back into place. Very close. However, the interviews were going great, but I was doing so many so fast. How do you release them? Every day? One a week? Like I had said during a podcast when you weren't here, I said my wife wanted me to put one out like every Friday. Well, I've got enough to go all the way till December. Do you think some of these people want to wait till December to hear their podcast? No, they were getting mad. Like, well, why aren't you releasing it? What do I tell them? Look, man, You're just one of 13 podcasts I've got. I'll get to it when I get to it, okay? So just sit there and shut up. Take a chill pill. You can't do that. So I realized recording them quickly is good. It keeps the momentum going, but releasing it is a problem. Plus, there are people that pay to be part of our site. They pay $6 a month. You can be $5.99 on Patreon, $5.99 on Spotify, or $5.99 on YouTube. Those are special members that pay $6 a month. They get a ton of stuff early. Well, if I have to give them all those things early, that makes me wait even longer before they can go public. I really hadn't thought all this through. So I started releasing stuff to the members. Like, I could just flood the members. The members can have 10 at once. I could put 10 out there, let them figure it out. Then I can decide when to deliver it to the public. But the main point was edit them. Get them edited where they're supposed to be, get the intro, get the exit, get it done. And then as I'm doing this, I thought, well, how do people find these? How do you find all these? I mean, if you just want to go to Patreon and scroll back 50 posts looking for maybe a new podcast that went up, a new interview that dropped, I knew that that just didn't feel right. There was something wrong. So I thought, okay, we have the one-on-one interview page. I will begin going through that, redoing all the artwork, redoing all the links so you can link to YouTube, you can link to Spotify, no public link to Patreon. And I spent, I'll bet you, 10 hours on Sunday. Shiloh Ferguson checks in on me at the end of the day, and she's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm fucking everything up. What are you doing? And she says, well, what do you... And I had specifically, there's a thread we have on Telegram that's a staff thread. All the staff is in it. We have a semi-staff thread that is some staff and some just regulars, and we're going to rotate those people around again pretty quick here. But there's also a couple of transfer pages or threads that I think 3 staff members are on it. You're in it. I'm in it. But if we're transferring pictures that are for customization, for artwork to the computer, back to the phone, moving things around, that's kind of behind the scenes. I didn't even use that thread. I must have done 80 pictures that day, 80 pieces of artwork that I did. I didn't even do that because I didn't want several of the staff members to see that I was working. I didn't show anybody. I used a different one. And I mean, tons of stuff went through there on Sunday. And then Shiloh catches up and she's like, what are you doing? And she went through and found mistakes that I had made, spelling errors, link errors. So I worked to try to fix that. Tuesday, I was going to take the day off. And how did we take the day off Tuesday? We drove to Reno, or no, Monday. We drove to Reno on Monday. That was Sunday. I worked over 10 hours doing that.
Yeah.
Monday, we go to Reno. We're there all day. 2 in-person interviews lasted about 4 hours.
We were at, we went to Daddy's Tacos first.
We had to drop off all the Daddy's Tacos t-shirts.
Right.
And
have lunch.
You know, here's something that came up in an email. Someone said, hang on to my shirt. I won't be there for Daddy's Tacos. Are we giving people T-shirts who are going?
No.
Okay, so we're okay there.
Are you reading my emails?
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, man.
Oh, yeah.
Stay out of my emails.
I got to get into your emails.
No, you don't, because that's when you start messing up things.
I'm asking questions here. Nothing wrong with asking questions.
It's none of your business.
How could you say none of my...
My emails are my emails.
Yeah, it's none of my business until you need to pay for something. Then all of a sudden you're like,
You're on a need-to-know basis.
That is total horseshit. You know that?
There you go.
Okay. So we got all that worked out. Martine was super happy. He told them, do not distribute these T-shirts because the staff wanted their shirts.
Yes, they did.
And Mike Perkins was going to meet us there. We knew Mike was going to stop by because Mike Perkins, Big Mike Perkins, is the former Uber driver for Gen X Talks, but he has since traded in his 1978 Pinto wagon. He is no longer driving for Uber for Gen X Talks, and he had a surprise for us.
Yes, he did.
Why don't you tell everybody how that went?
We got to meet Old Man Bob, who he takes care of, who is a big garage show person. Like, he watches every week or listens every week, and he really likes my brother. He's more team Sun Valley Fox than anything else, but
yeah, he's got a problem.
no, he doesn't.
Well, he's old. You know,
we were trying to set up a time to come by and see him because he doesn't get around that often.
Yeah.
And since he was a big fan and we're always in Reno, I got a hold of Mike and said, hey, we're going to be there. Maybe we'll meet up and we can meet him briefly.
Yeah.
In between all our meetings that we had. So we were surprised that he showed up for lunch. Bob comes walking in.
Yeah, and Bob at first, he looked like he was smiling, happy. He gave me some whiskey, shook hands. We got some pictures. And in the beginning, I thought, now there's a man who's sharp and full of his faculties. There's a man who has his head screwed on straight. There's a man who's looking forward and walking with deliberate steps. Up until he started talking about Sun Valley Fox, how much he liked Joe. Wish he could have met Sun Valley Fox. It was nice to meet the general, but where's the Fox? Then I realized maybe some old person stuff was setting in. Maybe he wasn't on all of his medications. No one talks that way, especially when I'm standing right there. Come on. So it was a great pleasure to meet him. It was actually a privilege to meet him. We have heard about Bob for years now.
Yes.
Years and years, but we've never met him. We've never had the chance to meet him in person. So for us, that was a great thrill. We were so happy to sit there and have lunch with him and just kind of talk about things. And he got to listen in because we were conducting some Gen X Talks business. So that was kind of fun on his end to be there for that, just to see what we were doing. But
it was nice.
It was good. It was a good thing. So that was Monday. Tuesday we come back. On my third day off, because now I've taken 2 days off.
Yes.
I've taken 1 day off and done 10 or 12 hours worth of work. I've taken a second day off and spent the whole day in Reno. Now I'm taking my third day off. I guarantee I was another 8 hours trying to put together all these interviews, upload them correctly, get the artwork, get the links, get the descriptions, and get that part done. Again, with Shiloh coming in at the end and going, here's some mistakes, here's some corrections. And she brought up something at the very end, at the bottom of this page. I had put up, hey, here's an interview, but it's audio only. Rudy Law from the Dodgers, audio only. One of them with Iceman from Bodfish, audio only. So I go through probably 3 or 4 of those, and she says, well, why are you doing that audio only? I was like, well, duh. We didn't have video. We didn't record the video. She goes, yeah, you did. And she gave me links.
To Rudy Law's?
Yes. Yeah. And Iceman's and others. Oh, Dante the Comic had the video. Rudy Law had the video.
I don't recall you doing the video.
I don't either at all. And she found them on one of our YouTube archive stuff. And so I was able to bit.ly link those.
That was from the old studio.
Unbelievable, the homework that she was able to. She's
well, thank you, Shai, so much.
I have a couple to go. Now, here's why. Because you try to put them up. If you guys notice the links when you get there one day, it'll have the person's interview. Do you want to watch it on YouTube or do you want to watch it on Spotify? Well, I guarantee back then we were not uploading any video to Spotify at all. In fact, there was a time when that wasn't even an option. Spotify was not video. But now that we do have the videos, I can download them and re-upload them. There's a few that I haven't gotten to, but we're very close. But here's something for you guys. I stumbled across this myself. One of the interviews that's up there, one of the interview pictures is up there, is Brian Connor. Now, Brian Connor is a singer-songwriter from Southern California. He's since moved to Colorado, but he was the front man for the band Highway Down.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think of something I can put up there that you can go look at Brian while I'm trying to figure out how to get his interview posted. I have the picture up there, but not the interview yet. So when you click on his picture, guess what it links to?
What?
I found a place where all the Highway Down songs are online.
Oh, really?
Now, think about what I'm telling you and why this is important for the podcast. You guys know when you listen to the podcast afterwards, the intro music, not the one on the radio, but the intro music, when you listen to it after we've posted it, and the exit music are both songs from Highway Down.
That is correct.
And now you guys can go listen to him. If you click his picture, it takes you to those songs, and you can scroll through the songs and go, oh, that's the Gen X Talk podcast.
Yes.
So I've done a ton of work trying to get those together. I'm not quite done yet. But here's the fun part. That interview page also has a pretty complete list of what's coming up. It says scheduling or scheduled by who we've got coming up. So you can see some stuff in there. And there's a very interesting one. I'm not going to tell you what it is here. There's a very interesting one that Shiloh Ferguson is securing. And she's I want to say she's down to about the 10-yard line. She's close. And you guys are going to have to, so what you do is you go to genxtalks.com and scroll to the picture of the one-on-one interviews, click it, it takes you to the one-on-one page. That's the page people are going to start spending time on. I get a feeling that particular page is going to get more views than any other page we have because of what the interviews that we've done and the ones that are coming up. It's really something too. So if you guys get a chance, you can go check that out. So that was Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of me telling everyone I'm taking off. Don't ask me any Gen X Talks questions. I'm not going to be here. And all I did was quietly work on it as hard as I could.
And he was quiet, just so you know. You weren't talking at all those days.
It was tough. And
it was beautiful in my world.
What? Now, see, we were getting along so good. And then you got to go there.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
It was nice.
All right.
We also had our second Independence Day here in Minden.
Yeah.
Which was uneventful.
Good.
It was. We were invited over to the Sun Valley Fox's house for a barbecue before the Bottom of the Glass Nation show, but we chose to just stay home.
Yeah. We had a show that night too.
Yeah, and we were just like, we appreciated the invite and everything, but we just chose to be home because Briggs was gone for the weekend. So
That's
it was
right.
just a nice, quiet weekend here. He went off to meet his friends in Bakersfield, so he went back to California.
Yeah.
And had a great time there, hanging out.
He did. He got to see his friends. He did tell me when he got back, he goes, I miss Bakersfield. Now, I get that,
Yeah.
because that was where he was born and raised. He went to all of his grade school, elementary, and high
Right.
school. All of his friends were there. I would never begrudge anybody where they grew up. I don't care where it was. So I told him, I said, well, that's going to happen. That was your home. That's where you were born and raised. So, that counts. I didn't want to ever belittle him like, oh, come on, let's get your head in the game. Get out of California. I don't do that to people. When they move from someplace or to someplace, that has got to be one of my pet peeves that I hate about people is when someone tells you, if you're in a town with 10 of your friends and you leave, I hate when that person who leaves goes, fuck this town, bunch of bullshit assholes. I hate this place. Well, you were fine while you were living here. Now that you're moving, you hate it. Now it's scummy. Now it's bad. I don't like a lot of what goes on in California. But I love California as a state. I think it's probably the best state in the whole country. I just don't like what people have done to it.
Agree.
But if you wipe all the people out of California and then you're pointing at one of the best states ever.
And Briggs has had friends since elementary school. I mean, he has lifelong friends that have
the same friends.
Yes, that he's grown up with. That some are still there. Some have gone off to college, but most of them, if they've gone off to college, they're home for summer. So he went down there and hung out. And then a girl that he's been pining for since...
I really wasn't sure if you were going to talk about this.
Since elementary school, said yes to a lunch date.
Yeah.
Just the two of them.
Yeah.
And he called me because I know this girl. I taught her a couple years, and then I've watched her grow up. And he was in FFA with her, and so they've always been friends. Really, really good friends. Really wicked smart girl and everything. And she moved away, went to college, but decided to move back to Bakersfield to go to college. So he calls me and he was super excited because on past lunches, she's always wanted to bring somebody with her.
Yeah. Never
Never
wanted to be
alone.
never alone.
So this is the first, first one-on-one lunch, and he was super excited. I said, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
I said, maybe something will spark. You don't know, but just go on the lunch date. Just go have a good time.
Just go relax.
So I guess that happened. I can't remember what day that was.
Yeah.
Not that it mattered.
That is your 5th yawn you're fighting back. 5th.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
I don't know what's going on with you.
Anyways, thank you for pointing that out.
You're more than welcome.
Appreciate that.
I know you do.
So anyways, he went on the lunch date with this girl.
I like before he goes, hey, when he called you because he was so excited, he goes, I'll call you when we're having lunch.
I said, oh God, do not call your mom on a lunch date. I go, stop it. Don't. He goes, I'm just kidding, Mom. I go, no, not really.
He wasn't kidding.
You wouldn't have brought that up. Come on, man. So he calls me after when he's on his way back to his friend's house. And he said, the lunch date was great. It was good. But I could tell in his voice something happened.
Yeah.
I said, what's wrong? And he says, well, we admitted to each other we like each other more than just friends, that there could be something, but she doesn't want to do the long distance thing.
And she's not leaving where she is because she was born and raised, and she's part of that farming community. She's part of that agricultural community.
And her family's all there.
She just wants to stay.
She's now digging in, and she's staying in Bakersfield. She's becoming a teacher, and she wants to teach there. And Briggs, his heart is here now. He's digging in up here.
Yeah.
So right now, that is not going to work. But they've agreed to stay in touch and be friends. So there is something there. But right now,
no,
they're still trying to figure each other out and figure what their life is going to be like. You know, Briggs doesn't know what he's going to be doing.
Well,
she doesn't know.
They're still kids, and neither one of them know. But she wants to stay in Kern County. Briggs is dead set on his career up here in northern Nevada. So the timing's off right now.
Right.
But no harm done. So we're good. I've
given him the same advice I gave to our other couple daughters that have, had friends, and now they're getting married or are married or getting married to this guy. I told him, I go, stay friends, stay in touch with each other. You never know what's going to happen a year or two from now.
You need to quit apologizing.
About what? When am I apologizing? I haven't apologized once.
Wow, just jump my shit. You don't even know what I'm talking about yet.
I haven't jumped your shit till now. What?
I know that.
I'm not apologizing.
You got to quit apologizing for being sick all the time. Now, listen, I will admit, you have been, since we've moved up here to Nevada, you have been more sickly than ever. I'm not talking about cancer. That's something different. That was 12 years ago. That was something different. I'm talking about day to day, week to week, month to month. You have been more sick than you have been not sick in days since we've lived here.
I agree.
I don't know. Maybe it's coincidence. Maybe your body just got to a point where you got to pay more attention to your diet and gluten and sugars and stuff. Maybe. I don't think it's something here in northern Nevada. It doesn't seem like it's allergy related, and shingles that you got just hit you out of nowhere. And that was, just floored you. And I'm sure that's not like, oh, well, if you hadn't moved, you would have never got shingles. I don't believe that either. But you constantly run around apologizing to me that you're sick. You got to stop. We're working through whatever it is. You got the doc helping you out, trying to figure some stuff out, and you're bouncing back and forth with medications. Sometimes the medications make you a mess as they're trying to fix you. You guys are working out that stuff. I mean, you really got to stop apologizing. I'm okay with you being sick. I don't like it.
I'm not okay with being sick. It's not me.
I know.
It's not, I am, oh my God, I look back, I raised 8 kids.
And you were always doing, you'd get up in the morning, you'd get all the kids out the door, you'd have your coffee, you'd walk the dog, you'd come home, you'd do some gardening, then you'd shower, then you'd get on with the second half of your day. You've never been down this much.
No.
Ever.
That wasn't an option. No. Unless when I had cancer. That was my only vacation.
Setting that aside, I wasn't going to talk about that.
But I mean, I looked at myself back then and I'd hit the floor running.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you don't need to apologize. Listen, I know you feel like, oh, I'm letting you down. You're not. I get it. You're not well, but everybody understands that. All your cellar dwellers out there, everybody, they get that this is not normal for you. They have seen you intimately over the past 5 or 6 years now. They know what pace you keep. They know this is not you. I don't know what's going on, but this is not the normal for you. So it's okay. You just telling you don't get to do something.
Okay.
And speaking of you missing things because you're sick and pissing me off and making me angry. Oh, did I say that out loud?
I thought I didn't have to apologize for anything.
You didn't. You just have to start showing up, okay? I'm sick of the apologies. Let's get your ass in gear. Yeah, there's the look. We have a car show coming up in 2 days. 3 days. 2 days. 2 days. Wait, today's Thursday. Is Saturday 2 days away or 3 days away?
2.
Well, today's not over, so it's Thursday, Friday.
All right, 2.5 days.
Saturdays. So, what, you know.
Oh, my gosh.
What's that thing? Do you count today? It's like, it's 1, 2, 3, go. Do you go on 3 or do you go on go? I'm trying to get it right. So, car show Saturday.
Why don't you just say that?
I just did.
Okay, good.
Car show Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, and?
Well, the car show's on Saturday.
Did you promote it?
No. Well, no.
Did you put a commercial out on the radio?
I think I finished one this morning. I got.
Oh, yeah, that's given a lot of people time to go to the car show.
Don't worry. I handled it correctly.
You waited too long to do this.
In the commercial, I said out loud, get your shit together. There's only 2 days left. So see, I handled it correctly. I may be running a little bit late, but it's out there in enough time for people to change their plans, make plans accordingly. And it says right on there, hey, get your shit together. There's only 2 days left.
Just detour and go through Carson City and
That's
stop
right.
by and see us.
Whatever you're doing, stop by. Say hello.
On your way to Home Depot, stop by the car show. On your way to your son's baseball game, stop by the car show.
If your wife's making you go to Costco, stop by the car show. So I was struggling with something with this summer bash we got coming up this week. There was one, everything is almost locked in perfectly now, except when you were sick, I had to deal with someone from the GSR. Nice girl. She's a nice girl, but the GSR rules, they're pretty tough. And they're like, well, you're supposed to have food at your event. And I'm like, did we say that? Did we sell tickets saying, hey, there's a full 7-course meal?
No.
So I'm like, she's got me on the ropes because I don't remember what we signed on for. And so she's explaining to me that I owe her another $5,000 for food. It was $5,000 total, but $2,700 of it was food. And I'm like, I don't know if that sounds right. And so I asked her to break it all down. I'm scribbling stuff as we go. And I get all of it but the food thing. And I said, well, there's a whole big area of a bowling alley with all sorts of snack bars, individual. They make pizzas and hot dogs and hamburgers and tacos. I said, couldn't we just not pay for for you guys to cater the thing? And then, have the people go outside if they want something. It's literally right outside the double glass doors. Can't you just, oh no, they can't accommodate 100 people. And I'm like, well, we're not all going at once.
Right.
If somebody wanted to go out and grab a hot dog and come back, they could. It's literally 10 steps away. That way. And she's like, well, that's not how it works. And I'm like,
and there's restaurants in the GSR you can eat before or after.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff.
Our favorite Mexican place is in there.
Yeah.
We love that Mexican
I
place.
just didn't understand why, she was like, you just got to pay the $2,700 and shut up. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I better check with my wife. She's not feeling well. Well, apparently you handled that this morning.
I did. That was easy.
Can I know?
Well, she sent an email after you guys talked and broke it down and everything. So that helped me out. That answered a ton of questions. I saw it all. And I was like, well, I don't want that. It was like, I'm like, I don't, because we're there 3 hours.
Right.
The event is really a meet and greet, bowling, fun.
Yeah.
Drinks and bowling is really what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so I called her yesterday. She didn't answer. I left her a message saying I wanted to talk to her. And then she emailed me this morning, saying, hey, we need to follow up on this. And I said, that's fine. Because she explained to me that she was meeting with the food and beverage people this afternoon or whatever. So I stepped out of here as soon as I saw her email. And I thought, well, if she's emailing me, she must be in her office. So I called her. Yeah. And she says, I said, I went over your paperwork, talked to my husband. I said, I don't want the pizza buffet. And she goes, oh, okay.
Wait, how could she just say, oh, okay to you? She was like twisting my arm.
She didn't with me. I said, we just decided that this is a meet and greet with drinks and bowling. We just want to go have fun. I go, we can eat before or eat after. We've explained that to people. And she was like, okay, no problem.
But people still could walk out and get something if they wanted.
Of course they can.
I don't get, why didn't she just...
I mean, if you want to. I mean, 3 hours of bowling, the game takes a while.
I know, but if I wanted
And our son plays 4 games at one time, so...
If I wanted to walk out there to the place and go, hey, can I just have 4 large pizzas? They'd go, yeah, and I could bring them back in and set them down if I wanted to. It's not $2,700.
No, it's not.
You know, I mean, if I wanted to bring some stuff in, or a few of us did, it wouldn't be... Like if the Sun Valley Fox wanted to get out his Visa Gold card and bring in some food
Sorry,
for
he has an
everybody.
American Express.
Oh, they don't take American Express there.
Oh, well.
Wow. Well, that's screwed.
I don't know. He'll have to roll out the cash, break his bank or something. I don't know.
I had to get more drink tickets.
Well, that was yes.
I got more drink tickets because everyone gets a free drink on us.
Right.
And then there's a cash bar if you guys want to keep drinking. But there's other stuff. People can buy me drinks because everybody wants to have a shot. I'll drink with you.
And it's not just alcohol. There's soda and water.
There's sodas and waters and juices and stuff too. But
we have a bartender.
We have a bartender. We played for the bartender.
This room, I can't wait for the people that are going to be there. This room is so much fun. It's got a billiards table. It's got like a lounge area. It's got bowling. It's got this the wall is a full bar.
Yeah, and it's
cool.
There's
it's really
this kind of a marble hallway between the 2 rooms. Only there's no walls and doors. They have beads hanging down.
Yes,
and it's really weird setup, but it's elegant and it's nice.
It's really neat in there.
We had an event there before, so it's a lot of fun. If you got a chance to come out to this, you need to come to the GSR.
Yeah, and it's an enclosed room, so it's our party room. So
Right.
it's really fun just to be in there and just...
Nobody else is
kind of
coming in.
intimate.
There's glass door, 2 sets of double glass doors. It's a VIP area. People are not just wandering in, hanging out. You got to be there with a reason. So I'm glad you got that worked out because that was like, I was not looking forward to paying
moving
that.
on to your Tipsy Twins next.
Okay, why is this my Tipsy Twins?
Because you're the one that walked up to their trailer a few weeks ago.
And said, pretend you're my sister?
Yes.
Just so you know, do not listen to the Sun Valley Fox. He has 0 input on this at all.
Really?
Yeah, none. Because his opinion is, remember, we were thinking, have the Tipsy Twins, these gorgeous girls, come in and do drinks.
Right.
Serve drinks, sell drinks, pass out
This
drinks.
is at the barbecue.
At the barbecue, we're trying to do this.
We've moved on to the barbecue.
Moved on to the barbecue. And our only thought was, well, maybe then Sun Valley Fox wouldn't get stuck behind the bar pouring drinks all night. So in his mind, he's like, yeah, that's what I want. And there's beautiful women passing out the drinks. Yes, that's what I want. And then you say, yes, but it's rather expensive. And he says, well, I don't care how much you have to pay. I don't have to serve drinks. There's more beautiful women around here. It doesn't matter what you're paying. So don't. He has a tunnel vision on this.
Oh, I see.
He's not thinking logically or fairly at all.
Oh, yeah. And then when I brought up there's a possibility that they'll have his beer on tap.
Yeah.
I'm checking into that. He's like, we're never going to see him.
No.
We're never going to see him. He'll
So-
just be hanging out by the bar, by the trailer.
He's going to call you and go, hey, you just saved $2,700 in food. Put that towards the Tipsy Twins. That's how his mind works.
Yes,
He's
I
going
know.
to do some shit like
So
that.
just the Tipsy Twins here in Reno, they go around to different events. You can get them at the farmers markets. They do the rodeo kind of thing, but they took a horse trailer and converted it into a bar.
A mobile bar.
A mobile bar.
Yeah.
And there are so many levels of them bartending for you, from we personally can buy the alcohol, beer, wine, water, whatever, and they will serve it for us, to the extreme of they will
Buy everything.
mix drinks,
Yeah.
do a drink just for your event. It's so...
They can do everything from we buy the beverages and they pass them out. We can do they buy the beverages, they sell the beverages.
Yes.
It's very customizable, but they don't do it for free. This is a business.
Yes.
They do earn money. I'm just not sure if it's worth it just to make your brother happy for 6 hours. I don't know.
You might be in the will after this, though.
I'm never getting in the will.
I'm just kidding.
You're not going to be in the will.
I'm just
You're
teasing.
going to be in the will before I am. You're the baby sister. He's like, he's going to give you his rock. I found this rock when I was 5 years old in San Diego, and I have kept it. And to my baby sister, I leave this rock.
I already know what I'm getting. All the stuff he took out of my dad's garage, like not tool related, is probably going to be mine.
I know what you're going to get from St. Donna.
What's that?
All the stuff her kids don't want. She's gonna, because she likes it. It's good stuff. It's great stuff. And if they don't want it, she's gonna be like, "Here, this is for you." So you're gonna get some.
Oh my gosh! But Ben Matlock is gonna be at the barbecue.
Never lost a case.
What if he could walk up to that bar and get an old fashioned?
I may do it just to see that happen.
From the Tipsy Twins.
He wouldn't be allowed. Little Miss Hot and Nerdy.
What do you mean he wouldn't be allowed? He's going to the bar.
I'm telling you, he almost got in trouble for having dinner with us the other night after the interviews.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Tell everybody where we ate.
We did that on Monday night too. You forgot about that.
I know.
We went to the Lucky Beaver.
The Lucky Beaver.
The Lucky Beaver sports bar / it was pretty much a sports bar.
And Ben took us there, so he knew about it.
Yes. Ben's the one that offered. He was like, "What are you feeling? What are you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm really hungry," because we had been gone. I think I had like one taco all day. I'm like, I really, really want steak. Sounds really good. He goes, "I know the place, Lucky Beaver." I went, "Excuse me?" They have good steak?
Hey, you know they have good meat at the Lucky Beaver.
So we went there, and actually, the steak was, I had you take a bite of it. The steak was incredible for a sports bar.
Yeah.
I was really, and it was a big platter. She even said, she goes, "I need to make room." Like this was.
Clear your table.
It was huge. It was big portions. We had a great time. Ben took us there. Little Miss Hot and Nerdy had something going on. Oh, she was getting ready to go on a trip, so she didn't meet us.
She couldn't go there.
But we had a good time there. But yeah, the Lucky Beaver in Reno.
The Lucky Beaver.
It's across the street from the Atlantis, if anybody wants to know.
So good stuff there.
Yeah, that was really fun.
What else was there?
Are things evening out now in the Gen X world now? Now that you got all that off your chest.
I'm very close to being caught up with stuff. There's a few little things that I want to do, but actually this morning when I sat down, I mean, I know I have to do OTR last night. We got to get to that in a minute. Off the Record was a great show last night, and I have to edit that and put that out there, upload that. But other than, of course, this show, when we get done with this show, I'll have to upload this one. But I'm very close to having things streamlined. There's a few things out there on my list that I'd like to go through, but if you can get through some of the stuff on your list, then you can help me with mine. We're close.
Not today or tomorrow. I got to prep for the garage show. I mean, not the garage show. Sorry, for the car show. Yeah,
car show is going to take some work. Plus, we have to go get all of our stuff out of storage. We got
to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we can't go get that the day of the show. We have to get it all.
We'll have to do it tomorrow in the morning.
Right. We'll go out there and do that.
But I have a lot of prepping to do for the T-shirts that we're giving away. We give away free T-shirts and koozies. The
koozie thing you do is the best thing I've seen you do.
The only thing I'm not looking forward to is it's going to be a bit warm that day.
Well, if we bring the Jackery and a small fan, it'll help a ton because you can put it right on you. We just put it right on you. But
that's
we got
the only thing.
Bring the ice chest and some stuff. We'll be good. Yes, it will be warm. But we're only there from like 7:30 in the morning till about noon. We don't stay the whole day. So by noon, we're folding up tent. So the hottest part of the
show later.
Yeah, the hottest part of the day is still coming, but we stay there long enough to meet everybody. It'll be good.
All right.
I think it'll be
all
okay.
right. Well, do you want to tell people about Briggs's new promotion? What's going on with him without like...
It's so funny because he gets... I don't care what you say. It is a promotion.
It's a big promotion.
The best way to describe this to you guys is at big factories where there's many trades. Let's say you were doing some big gigafactory, okay? And you have, 100 electricians, you have 100 plumbers, you have 100 carpenters, you got 100 cement guys, there's drywall guys. And so all the trades are in there, but they wreck each other's things. So what happens is, imagine as an electrician, they pull all their wire, they run everything, and they move on to their next section. Somebody comes back and says, "Hey, I went to hook up all your stuff, and it's all torn up and smashed and run over with a forklift." And Briggs's team is like, well, we didn't do that. We had it correctly. Somebody else came by and messed with it. And, well, who pays for that? Who got the electricians have to go back.
Everybody's pointing fingers at each other.
Well, who pays for it? If the electricians have to go back and fix it, they're getting paid by their company, but now the company's pissed. They got to do the work twice.
Right.
So, two things have happened there. They have, every morning they have a meeting of the contractors, like, okay, who's doing what? Where are you guys going to be? That's helped a lot, Briggs says, having them meet and go, okay, we're all doing this. Where are you guys working? What are you doing? But the biggest thing is Briggs goes around, and every time any one of their teams finishes something, they call him over. He takes pictures of it being done and logs it into a database with a story. So he writes what they did, where it was, all the details, what size wire, where they pulled it, the conduit. Everything's written down.
It's like he's writing a report.
Writing a report and taking pictures, and he logs it in, and it's time-stamped. So if somebody comes along and says, hey, your stuff's all messed up, they can pull it up and go, well, we walked away and left it good. And they can tell the general contractor who's in charge of the whole place, you're going to pay us to do it again, or you go do it yourself. Get control of your other trades.
Right.
Quit letting the plumbers, hack through our stuff. Quit letting your carpenters drive over our shit with a forklift. Look, here's a picture. We were done. It's done correctly, and it's all neatly tied up. That job that he does, if he does it correctly, it's kind of a quality control thing. If he does it on time and he does a really good job, it's going to save them hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
Yes. And this, let's see, there's the supervisor of the site. He's the one that has taken Berger under his wing.
Yeah.
And has brought him along to this, has seen him work this last year, and has really been impressed with him.
Yeah.
And really stepping forward on different jobs that he's been on. So he's teaching him the ropes of this whole thing. Briggs is supposed to have a trailer, like an office on site that he's going to be working in.
Well, they told him, said, get a collared shirt.
Yes.
Here's a laptop. Here's a tablet. Put a collared shirt on, and you are now my right-hand guy. And this is the guy who's running the entire electrical for the whole thing.
Right.
It's huge.
Right.
So, for him, that was a big, big, big thing. And then he was a little worried, like, well, I like doing this, but I'd rather learn more
Of being an electrician.
Pulling wire.
Yeah.
Ben comes along and says, dude, you are going to learn way more writing everything down and watching all this from every aspect than you ever would just pulling wire.
For sure.
Because you're going to get a ton more. So Briggs is in, man.
Yeah.
He wears his collared shirt. He shaves up. He's got his dark glasses on. He looks like a cop.
The other thing is, he's been taking the vendors are taking him and the supervisor out to lunch these few days.
Buy our stuff.
Yeah, trying to. So he's getting free lunches and seeing that back end of things where he gets to go to lunch and has a free lunch. And I have a funny story to tell you about that. So he's 20, which is shocking all the people in this field, by the way, because he's 20 years old and can speak in fluent sentences and use $12 words. So he says, first of all, they always offer him a beer, and he's like, I'm not 21 yet, so no. And then he was telling me yesterday, he goes, I'm on the job. He goes, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have alcohol while I'm on the job. So I said, well, you can kindly decline and just say, that's just not your thing or whatever. And so he says he's getting these lunches, and he goes, so we went to this one. I forgot where they went. But anyways, he ordered a hamburger, and he said after he looked at it, it was a pound, not a half pound, not a quarter pound burger. This was a pound burger, a pound of meat. He says this hamburger showed up, and the two older guys that are sitting there going, you're going to eat that? He goes, not only am I going to eat this, I'm going to order a side of French fries on top of it. And the guys are like, what? So these 40-year-old guys are looking at a 20. I go, yeah, they forgot what it was like when they were 20.
When they were 20.
And he goes, and I finished everything on that burger and did the fries.
Wow.
So they're going to be like,
he's having a good time doing this, though.
Oh, he loves it.
And it's a huge good step. And I keep reiterating, don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Don't get lazy with this job. This is one you need to be Johnny on it. So he's really trying to impress Ben. He's like, I just want to do such a good job that I become invaluable.
Yeah.
Like they don't want anybody doing this at these job sites but me because I do it so well. He goes, he doesn't want to miss anything. He wants to get it all.
The other thing is his friend Isaac is going to school to be an electrical engineer at the moment. Isaac said that he has 1 year left to graduate. He has one more year in college, and he came up here, as you guys know. He was one of the ones that came up here and hung out. He really loved the area up here.
Yeah.
He really, really loved Reno. And he's been talking to Briggs and going, after graduation, I may head up this way.
Yeah.
So they've been talking maybe in the next year they may move in together.
Go ahead.
But he also expressed, hey, I wonder if your company is looking for work.
Yeah.
Because he could be into that field. And Brigger was kind of funny was that they're both kind of in the same field, but at different levels and different things.
I thought you were going to bring up the story. Briggs is now writing reports on equipment he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
He knows the electrical side. He knows to pull the wire, but he's like, well, we're wiring up this flux capacitor over here. So he doesn't know how that works because he's not Ben.
Right.
Like Ben's the only one on the job site actually knows these big pieces of equipment. Everybody else just knows the wiring. So he calls his friend in California and says, hey, what is this? And Isaac goes, well, I'm designing these right now. I'm going through this in my class.
That's cool.
So Isaac can explain to him what all this equipment is. And then Briggs sounds intelligent. It sounds like he knows. He's like, yeah, I know how this works because he's got an inside guy.
He said this supervisor that's taking him under his wing, every once in a while, in the middle of a conversation or a meeting, I'll go, Briggs, what is this? Something not even what they're talking about. He just quizzes him. Just something that comes in his mind. He goes,
in front of everybody.
I think one was like, what's a UPS or a UPC or something like that? And Briggs is like, we're not even talking about it. He goes, what is, almost moneyballing him. When he points to him, he goes, when I point to you,
you talk.
You talk.
That's when you speak.
And Brigger has to be like right on it and listening. I think part of it is he fading away and like daydreaming. I think part of it is to see if he's listening, to see if he's there.
Or maybe the boss is just an asshole.
But the other nice thing is that when you say he doesn't know some of the equipment, he said there have been times where he's directly called Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
And said, hey, could you explain this to me? So I'm really happy that Ben takes time out of his day to go, hey, buddy, this is what it is, and explains to him. He takes the time to let him know that, hey, I got you back, you know. And so
he's doing well. He's learning. He's learning how to be. He's not really in charge, but he carries a little weight. So people have to like give him a little bit of a wide berth because they're like, well, we know he's a 20 and know he's just a kid, but he's the guy writing the reports. So they kind of got to back up a little bit and leave him alone.
Even his crew was laughing. We're like, we got to answer to you? Like our work? After he's worked with them for a year, he goes,
that's
what?
enough about Briggs. We drugged that on for too long.
Oh, stop. I'm proud of him.
Okay, can you be proud of him on your own time?
No.
I mean, he's just okay. He's just a kid fumbling his way through life.
He's a lot farther than you were at 20.
That's true.
So shut up.
Yeah, but I knew stuff.
What? Knew what?
At 20
Girls' bra sizes?
Wow. You got to go there.
That you liked blondes over brunettes or redheads you wanted every once in a while? That's what you knew at 20?
Why do you assume that everything in my teens to early 20s was girls?
Because I know you.
That's not true.
Cars and girls.
That is not true.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, cars.
I was an educated man. I was paying attention to the finer things in the world.
Oh my gosh, this makes me laugh so hard.
All right. Well, whatever.
So, who's blowing up the Amazon cart lately? Not me.
The Amazon thing. Okay. I got a complaint about that.
1 second. Who's buying from Amazon lately?
Well, there's me.
Wow, we're stuttering. All it was it just, just a comment.
I'm buying stuff for the garage show. Okay? It's important.
Sort of, yeah.
It's important. Yeah.
There's always, everything you buy is important.
But here's, you mentioned like a month or so ago that Amazon's deliveries were getting all messed up.
Yes.
That they were we paid the extra money, or you did the
You
things.
get Prime, but
Yeah.
you're not getting Prime
No.
delivery service.
It's not coming the day of or the next day. It's late. They've always got excuses. It's like, well, okay, then why are we even doing Prime and all this if you're just going to take your time? I will say that's gotten better, but now I'm getting things like I just got a package the other day for a cord we need for Shiloh to help do the World Show, for Shiloh to call in. We ordered the special cable. I got it, and then I got it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And on my phone today, I get a message saying, "Okay, it'll be here today."
I've had that.
I'm like, "Hey, asshole! I've already got it." I mean, Amazon used to be like on point.
I have to say, Walmart's picking up more speed than Amazon at the moment for
For sure.
deliveries.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
true.
you asked me to order something yesterday,
I
and
did.
it was like at 1:00 or something. I said, "Hey, I found it at Walmart."
Yeah.
They'll even deliver it for us. We
Yeah.
don't even have to go. And you're like, when? In 2 days? I said, no, this afternoon. It was here by 8:00 last night.
It was here. They got it to us, and it's for the garage show, so
Yes.
I'm glad they had it because Amazon couldn't get it to me. So I don't know. It's just Amazon. It was fucking up a little bit. It's
I'm
just
sorry.
all. So I just thought I'd bring that up. But yeah, I've been trying to do some stuff in that respect, as they say.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with you right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and keep my composure. Because on Sunday, I spent quite a bit of my day cleaning the bathrooms top to bottom. Since
Yes.
I've been sick, the bathrooms got really yucky because I have 2 boys living here.
In your opinion,
And I scrubbed that shower door,
okay.
and it was beautiful, and I could see through the glass. So do you want to explain to me what happened in 4 days to my shower door?
First of all, I really like it when the shower doors are clean because it's so easy to draw on it. And that is where I get my inspiration, and I take the soap and I have to draw things out. Now,
I'm trying to hold it together here.
I don't know if I can explain this to you. It's pretty complicated.
That
I'm
you
not-
messed up my shower door?
That is not the point of the story. The point of the story would be why. It was for a very good reason. Now, listen to me. Our brains get distracted all the time. In other words, you can be looking out in your garage at stuff, and you're trying to think, "Oh my gosh, that thing over here to do," but other things are in your visual perception. You can see other things.
Yeah,
You
the
may-
blonde out the other side of your
Okay,
head, and the
here-
redhead
here we
over
go.
there.
It's the girl
girl
thing.
with the big boobs, the really nice car over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's suffice it to say that I don't think we see in a straight line. I think that we taken a big picture, and there can be a center to the picture of something we're looking at visually, but we don't see in a direct straight line, which makes sense because Mark St. Laurent told me that in 5th grade. It's true, he did.
This better be good.
So how would you, I would like to find a way for people as they get older to get less distracted, because you can be looking at something and all of a sudden you're losing focus on things going on around you. You're like, what was I looking at? What was I focused on here? And you forget because because you're not looking in a straight line. You're absorbing so many things around you that you begin to get distracted. Okay, keep that in mind. That's
About
human.
the shower door?
We're getting there. So just like with Google, if you had a big picture of something and told Google, hey, what's with the salt and pepper shakers in this picture? Now, if it's a big wide shot of 10 picnic tables and 300 people, what happens on your phone when you click that button on an Android and it brings up Google and it gives you a little square. You move the square to exactly what you want to talk about and let go, and it zooms in and says, "Oh, these are salt and pepper shakers. They were manufactured by Target in 2016." It can tell you the whole thing if you focus your lens on what part of the picture you want. Why? Because Google doesn't look in a straight line either. The Google lens has to be focused on what you're doing. So I thought, that's pretty smart.
Still waiting for the shower door, man.
Okay,
It's
so
filling up with bullshit in here.
I'm trying to give you some background to what I was thinking. So
It's always a story.
if you have a full picture and go, "Hey, AI, tell me about the salt and pepper shaker," AI's like, "Could you be more specific?" And Google makes that little box on your phone to move around to write what you want. What if we could do that with us? What if we had a little box on our vision that were like, you could stay focused on something and then learn all about that something and stay focused on your thing and not be distracted?
Are you trying to be the $1 billion man?
I don't know. I'm getting there. So what I was designing was a contact lens that did for the human brain what Google does on your phone when you press the AI tab and it says, what are we talking about here? And you drag it over and show it. Why couldn't we have a contact lens that does that for the human brain?
So you're inventing a contact lens with a zoom.
Yeah, kind
In
of.
it.
Right, yeah, exactly. See?
How would they work? How would you make it work?
Well, that's the part I haven't figured out yet. I'm going to need a gearhead
Oh my God.
to come in behind me with my idea. It's just like when I had that idea about spray paint that you put a clear coat all over your car with like 12 cans of spray, clear coat, and it makes it invisible to CHP radar, to Highway Patrol radar. It's a good idea, but I have to have a gearhead get it across the finish line.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
That's what was on my shower door.
That's what was on the shower door. That's good stuff, man. I had the beginnings of this idea, and you watch. It's gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna be world famous for the Google Eye. You watch. It's gonna be something like that.
So, the next time you do that on the shower door, can you just take a picture of it, then clean it for me?
Well, it's not like I'm standing in the shower with my camera. I'd have to go get my camera. I could.
Well,
Sometimes, like I did, but you got to it before I could clean it up, in your usual bitchiness timing. Because women have the most uncanny timing of all.
no, I say it's pretty awesome.
Well, so was my drawing on the shower door.
But I just cleaned it.
Where did you want me to draw it on the wall? Come on, man. You cannot stop progress. All right? You can't. You cannot stop progress. I don't think you should even try. My opinion. Just letting you know. That's a good thing right there. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Also, I know we're going to start running into people, and I want to clarify the story before you fuck up the whole story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was getting up out of a chair last night. I slipped. I stumbled. I almost fell. And in that course of catching myself, I pulled the muscle.
So you just learned how to walk?
No, but what you'll tell everybody, you'll go to St. Donna and she'll say, oh, what's wrong with him? And you'll say, he pulled a muscle getting out of a chair.
That's the truth.
That's not. You're misrepresenting what happened.
No, not really.
You can't. I know you. This is what you'll do. You'll tell everyone he got out of a chair and pulled a muscle.
He doesn't know how to get out of a chair.
He got to get out of a chair, hurt himself getting out of a chair. This is what you'll tell everybody. I slipped. I fell. My cat-like reflexes were able to stabilize myself before injury, and in that process, I pulled a muscle. So please tell
I am not going to exaggerate that story. You got out of a chair and you pulled a muscle.
That is not. See, you're.
I'm not going to sit there for 20 minutes giving a dissertation about you getting out of a chair and pulling a muscle.
But the way you're saying it, you're oversimplifying it, and now I sound retarded.
You are retarded. I don't know
come
many
on.
people that get out of a chair and pull a muscle.
I fell. I slipped. I caught myself. There was some agility and strength involved there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. You just look at. You got to see things my way, or we can't be married. I'm sorry. This, what? If you're not, no, this is what you're here for.
I'll get the divorce papers
You're
ready.
going to have to, because I'm done with this. I can't do it anymore.
Took my dog to the vet this week.
I wasn't sure how that was going to go.
I know my dog. Since I've walked him and everything, I know what he's like around other dogs. I have no problem with that. He was walking through the vet hospital like it was no big deal, looking at dogs going, yeah, whatever. Got him weighed, got sitting next to another dog. It looked like a puppy next to us. He could care less. He just laid there on the floor like, whatever. And then the same vet that saw him last time we were up here, he loves her. He just went up to her, nuzzled her, and she was talking to him. So it was all good. He got his rabies shot. He got his toenails clipped.
Did she hurt his feelings?
Heck no. She gave him a treat and he was totally fine. Oh, because she called him fat?
Did she call him fat again and hurt his feelings? That's all I'm asking.
What do you care?
I don't think it's very nice. If don't call the dog fat.
She said he needs to lose some weight.
Okay, because last time she called him fat, and I know it hurt his feelings.
He's fine.
I don't know. I'm pretty upset about stuff like that.
He's
so,
fine.
whatever.
So he's fine. So then actually Burger I was supposed to take Riker the other day, but I just was not feeling.
Yeah.
He's excuse me.
There's yawn number 6.
Oh, he's the wild card because when I take him on walks, if he sees another dog, he's barking and stuff. And I'm just not sure how he's going because this is a new vet.
I'll go with you because if he's got that big harness on and he gets a little bit squirrely, I can just grab the harness and pick him up off his hind legs.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. But I wanted to tell you, I don't think you heard. Burger told me to do it because I know now they're going to be open on Saturdays. Burger goes, why don't you make the appointment on a Saturday or late after I get home from work and I'll be happy to take Riker.
Good. That'll be even better.
I was like,
good.
I love you. Thank you very much. So he offered to do that. So I may change it so Briggs can do his own dog and do it that way. So.
That'd be good. I appreciate that. You pay for it too. It's his damn dog.
Yeah, we had a simple date night last night.
We did. I invited you.
Yes, you did.
I said popcorn in the movie.
Yes.
Got popcorn in the movie.
After the OTR, after we did a few things,
Yeah.
what was our movie? This is our go-to. One of our
go-to movies is Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Yes, that's what we watched last night. We haven't watched that in a while.
Been a long time. Yeah.
But we've watched that. We had a really nice night doing that. Thought the kid was going to stay with us for a little bit, but he only stayed as long as he had popcorn.
As soon as the popcorn was gone, he got up and left.
But I have to say, he does put himself to bed at like 9 o'clock every night.
Yeah.
That's about his bedtime. He's up.
He's good about it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't try to stay up.
So do you want to hint at the garage show a little bit? Give them a little. So we do a garage. Tell them when and where we're doing this garage
show is every Friday, for sure on YouTube, sometimes other places at 6 p.m. Los Angeles time. And all I can tell you is no matter what, there's going to be no water involved this time. Not even close to it, because the last couple shows, Hello from Rob finds a way to get me wet. I'm not doing that. We're going the other direction. No flames, so there's no water, and no water, so there's no water. But I'm tired of getting wet every garage show, so
But there's going to
water.
be a little competition.
Well, to be fair, we're going to discuss the curvature of the Earth and the Coriolis effect. We're going to study. You're going to have to bring a protractor and a compass and a pencil. What?
I don't want to do that. Thank God I just have to do the sound.
That's what we're doing. We're doing the curvature of the Earth and how specific gravity affects, like if you threw a rock or the Army fired a howitzer, how does that affect where it lands with the curvature of the Earth and gravity and the Coriolis effect? And I have purchased some equipment that will help us go through the math and science on that.
And where'd you purchase the equipment?
Through Amazon. But it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. This is high-end equipment.
I want my salad Rellos to note that he took my Amazon privileges away about a month ago. And who is spending now on Amazon?
Because all you do is run up the card to the maximum and then tell me the card doesn't work. That's all you do. Notice I haven't had that problem once. When I'm in charge of it, everything flows smoothly. Okay?
We'll see.
You know what? There's a joke going around. It's so funny. It's so funny when you see stuff on Instagram and you think this relates to me. This really hot chick goes to the old guy. She goes, your credit card was broken. It didn't work correctly. You might want to check it. And he goes, yeah, same thing with your headache last night. You might want to check it. The two are very connected. That's the way I'm trying to tell you. You want your Amazon privileges back? You know how to earn them. You know how to do this. You've been doing this a long time. This ain't no strange for you. Speaking of Instagram, I think I'm about done with Instagram.
Why?
Because it's nothing. All it is right now is hot chicks with big boobs.
On your Instagram.
What's on your Instagram?
Cooking, dogs,
Ew.
vacations.
We clearly don't use it for the same thing.
Obviously.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Whatever. Do you have some news information?
There was...
You always find these weird stories
this
somewhere.
is a true story from KTLA News in Los Angeles. A smelly hoo-ha.
Excuse me?
A smelly hoo-ha
Yes.
forced an airplane to land.
I need some clarification on that.
There's a story that the plane was taken off from LA to go to Las Vegas, and they didn't even get 10 minutes into the flight and turned around and went back to LA because passengers and crew were reporting a smell that smelled toxic. Could have been something explosive. They couldn't tell if it was fuel vapor or carbon monoxide. None of the sensors were going off, but there was definitely something wrong. They couldn't figure out where it was coming from. They landed the plane.
Okay.
They called in the fire department, their EMS units or whatever, their hazmat unit to come in and doot, 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 with their Geiger counters. A woman wasn't very fresh.
Ew.
So
What?
much so that it filled the cabin with a smell, and they had to land the plane because they didn't know what it was. And then
Seriously?
They isolated all the passengers in a room, and the plane emptied out, and the smell went away, but the smell was now in the room where they took them inside LAX.
What?
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I'm speaking for most girls out there. When the hoo-ha is not fresh,
yeah.
you can tell.
Well, speaking for all the guys out there, we know. Just letting you know.
That's disgusting. I'm
Here's
sorry.
another one. I'll put something up on the screen for people when they watch this later. That picture that I sent you earlier.
Yes.
With the four suspects.
Yes.
Okay. So the picture that's on your screen right now is what I'm talking about for those of you who are watching this later. Look at these four individuals. And then the story was in Virginia City, right near us.
Okay.
In Story County, Virginia City, these four people that are from Florida were arrested for running a fraud scheme with old people in Virginia City. Well, I was upset by that. It's my backyard.
I hate when that happens. Yeah.
So I didn't like that it was here. I didn't like that it was elderly people. So I read the story, and it says these four individuals were impersonating FBI officers. Now look at these four people.
I know. I saw it.
I don't care if you come in with fake ID. There is no way on God's green earth. These four people, there's a black woman and three black guys. They got dreadlocks down past their shoulders. The woman has bright red curly hair that's just nappy looking.
They were undercover.
No way. I don't care how old and decrepit you would be. If these four came up and flashed ID and said, we're with the FBI and we need your bank records, I'd be like, no fucking way you're with the FBI. Not a goddamn chance in hell.
Send it in paperwork. Send
Yeah.
it through snail
I'm
mail.
just saying that story was just out of bounds is what it was. There's no way, there's no, how old would you have to be to think that that's who the FBI was recruiting? Not a chance. Not a chance at all.
So, speaking of Thursday, as we're doing this live, it is Thursday. On Thursday nights, you do a world show. Are you still going with the Shiloh thing?
Yeah, we're going to bring back Shiloh Ferguson. She has, here's a problem I'm going to have with Shiloh.
Oh, we are.
We're going to have a problem. You see, Shiloh is a nerd when it comes to, she will read court cases. She will read live blog sites from the Supreme Court. She will watch an entire trial and take notes. But then she comes to me and says, oh my gosh, we're going to have to talk about this one thing tonight. And I'm like, okay, but is it interesting? Yes, it's so, no. Not
you?
Not for the nerd crowd. Is going to be interesting for everybody else because what she thinks is super interesting is also super nerdy and super geeky. It has to translate over to the rest of us.
True.
So I got to sit down with her today, listen to what she's thinking. The good news is that Shiloh has 85 things ready to go. Now, she may have one or two that she's like, we got to talk about this because people are missing the point. And I'm all for that because she has a very unique perspective on stuff, as do I. So sometimes we can lock in and give people something that nobody else has talked about before. However, if she's focusing on one thing, it's like, well, we can give that 5 minutes I got to talk to her about that. But yes,
All right.
let's do that at 6:00 on Thursdays. Let's just put the World Show back on the schedule.
All right.
So we can talk whatever's going on in the country. We can talk about.
So
that.
our schedule is as follows for anybody listening that's new. On Wednesday nights, we do an off the record, an OTR show, which we are now going to do at 6:00 Los Angeles time.
I say it better.
And off the record is, what kind of show is that?
OTR it's supposed to be Bigfoot, aliens, conspiracy theories, ghost stories, anything that you know that's happened to you. Call up your friend, your aunt, or your cousin. It's a call-in show where we can call you at home and say, hey, tell us your story. And we just listen. Very much in the spirit of Art Bell, George Norrie, that coast to coast type of feel where we just let people talk about stuff. And it's going really well. We moved it back to 7:00 Los Angeles time because on Wednesdays we had staff meetings.
Right.
But I'm going to move it back to 6:00. We're going to change that to officially 6:00 because that allows more guests to call in and we're not starting the show at 10:00 at night on the East Coast. I think that's a better deal. We'll have to move the staff meeting around a little bit. So we're going to do that. But
And last night, you had a special guest last night.
yeah, a lot of you guys know him on social media. He's super funny. He's got millions of followers. His name's Grayson McGaha. We've done an interview with him. It hasn't been released yet. But Grayson, when I was doing the interview with him, he actually has a Bigfoot tattoo. Now, you really got to be into Bigfoot to give yourself a 9-inch tall tattoo of the old boy. That's some dedication. You know, that's something.
Oh, I agree. I asked you that. Did he get it before or after the wife?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, if you came home and go, honey, got a tattoo. Did you really? What is it? A Bigfoot. Oh.
Well, okay, let's
What
assume,
happened to me? Like,
yeah, her name.
Okay.
Let's back up. If she married him, she kind of knew that was coming. You'd have to know. You can't say that you marry the guy and 6 months later he comes home with a Bigfoot tattoo. You can't be all that surprised once you know Grayson. That can't be like, oh my gosh, what happened here? He's like, he probably came home and she went, yeah, that figures. I'm surprised you didn't get two.
how do you know he doesn't have two?
I don't know. So Grayson has done a very successful kind of a paranormal thing before, and then he kind of let it go to the wayside, did other things. There's 7 Yawns, Big 7. And he did a really good job. And he talked to me one day. We were talking on the phone, and he says he kind of wants to do something like that again. Now, he doesn't have a lot of time, but he wants to do it. So his idea was to call in and tell some of the stories that he has had happen to him, or the personal stories that he was told on when he was doing his episodes, and kind of do it on our show to kind of bring everybody up to speed. Grayson is a great guy and he's a lot of fun, but he's on comedy tour a lot up and down the East Coast. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe it'll slow down in the wintertime and we can do some stuff then. But he very much wanted to be part of the show. So we moved the show up an hour and we gave him a call. I got to tell you, last night's show freaked me out. There was some stuff in last night's show that I just can't get my mind around. I'm having a hard time with it.
What's that?
The last night's show where he touched the thing, guy touched him.
That's still bothering you?
Yeah. I mean,
What?
that's still like, I'm just going, I can't get my mind around it from last night. He was telling the story and I just can't. I was having a tough time with it. So
Did you have nightmares?
I did not have nightmares. God, no, I didn't.
Did you sleep with your stuffy?
I did not. I don't have a stuffy.
Did you have your blankie nearby?
I had my blankie, yes. I got my one blankie.
Did you feel better when you had your blankie in your hands?
I don't know. It wasn't that big a deal. I was telling you.
You said it was bothering
Well,
you.
it was, but you're making it out like I'm in the fetal position in a crib, and I'm not.
Well,
It's not even close to that. So we're going to change OTR to 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. Grayson's going to be a little more frequent in that process, but we got some other people to call around about. Shiloh Ferguson is supposed to be getting back into getting guests. I don't know what she's doing. You can't tell. As a producer, she can't go, yeah, there's no guest tonight.
she's getting ready to come south.
She can't say there's no guest tonight. Well, this isn't hit and miss. It isn't like nobody called us. Go find one. Go find a guest.
Oh my
There isn't a
gosh.
guest.
Good
Of course there's a
Lord.
guest. She's got to go get it. There's a million
Well,
guests out
last
there.
night you said we didn't have a producer. on the show.
We did? I said that?
Yeah, you did.
What did I say exactly? What are you talking about?
You said if we don't have a producer, something of that sort. Yes, because she heard it. And she made a comment in the staff thread. What do you mean you don't have a producer? I'm right here.
Well, then produce. If you are a detective,
You're going to need another blankie after you.
If you are a detective, you go and detect. If you are a producer, you go and produce. Well, yeah, how about that? How about we do that? Yeah, if you're an artist, you go and tist. That's what you do.
Okay.
An artist will tist. So we are trying to fill up the roles with that, but it was nice of Grayson to help fill in. That was good of him to do that for us. So good stuff there. But OTR last night, for those of you who didn't catch it last night, I will put that up today. If you are on the General's Lunchbox, on Facebook, that's a Facebook page. We post it there for you. If you're part of Patreon, we post it there. And if you're part of the members area in YouTube, if you paid a couple bucks to be part of that, we will link you guys with a picture so you guys can take a look at that. That was a lot of fun, and you guys can, even if you missed it, you can catch it now. So there you go.
Do you have a car story this week?
I don't even want to have a car story this week. There's so much stuff going on with cars right now.
Is it making you mad?
It is a little bit. I was thinking about the Michael Hull, the dealership that we have here in town that we take our GMC to. I was thinking about getting the service manager to an interview in Reno.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And go through some stuff because there is a lot on the public side that I think we could explain to people.
So you need to unpack a bunch of stuff.
Unpack a ton. And I think it would be good to have, the guy is very competent. He knows how to speak to people. He's a good service writer, or as his business card says, service director. But I want to talk to him about, hey, we do these things, like to sit down with you and just talk shop, not pointing fingers.
And you're the mechanic.
I'm the mechanic, but I also very much, because I had our own shop for so many years, and because I do understand the customer side, I'd like to be able to liaise on some very good questions that can become conversations that people would go, oh, I get it. Now I get how to speak to the dealership. Now I understand, because he's going to come at it from his side going, don't be stupid. Don't come in here with stupid shit, because we dealt with that at the dealership so often. It was so frustrating to have customers that were they didn't care about anything. They were dumb as a post. Right. And we still had to be nice and deal with them. There are some like that.
All right.
So I'm thinking about asking if he'll come in and do that. I'm sure he'd have to get permission, but it would be a lot of fun.
All right.
Anyway, so what's on the agenda? So we have today. We'll finish up the podcast. Then we have
World Show
tonight. We have
to go to the property, to the Connex in the morning.
Get all of our gear for the car show for Saturday. Then we have a big multi-camera, multi-use garage show on Friday night, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we got to get hello from Rob and you and myself. There's 2 special guests showing up.
Where?
To the garage show, maybe 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll tell you one. You know who really wants to be reminded to go, who said he wanted to go for sure?
Who?
Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
Never lost a case.
Yeah, he told us that on Monday night.
He's like, there's 2 things he likes doing, and both of them are going to be happening that night. So, all right. So we'll say goodbye to everybody, and we'll sign out. But that's the end of the show. I don't think today's show was entertaining at all.
It's always entertaining over here.
I don't think so. I think we missed the mark this time. I think this was more like, I felt like I was reading a phone book. It just didn't feel like
you were reading the phone book. I wasn't.
Well, it felt like I don't feel like we were grabbing the audience today.
I felt like we grabbed the audience. Oh,
I don't like it when you say stuff like that. If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
All right. Say goodnight, Gracie. We'll call it a day.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you guys for listening in. Sorry that we fumbled around in the beginning, but we got the microphone squared away and everybody's happy now. Not sure where you're listening into around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you're listening in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember 2 things in life. Number 1, wherever you go, there you are. And number 2, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out, baby. I got to go. Stop mocking me. You're mimicking everything I do.
I'm a mimic? Oh. Watch it there, big guy.
Life is a wild way you run, but that little way, here it goes. Nobody really knows. matter now. I'll be talking in a side, can't chase you. It's real, but it's real, no less. This could be the last, it's all I want.